All right, Cuban sandwich review, 43rd Street Deli. Been meaning to come here for quite a bit. It's only about 15 minutes from the house. This place is well known within the Gainesville area, especially for breakfast. But unbeknownst to some, Cuban sandwich is on the menu. There's two locations. I'm in the one in northwest Gainesville. So I'm gonna go in and scoop up my Cubano, see how it goes. Review. All right, again, 43rd Street Deli, Gainesville classic. If you know anything about Gainesville, you know about 43rd Street Deli. Two locations. I am in the one in northwest Gainesville. Jeep review. The kiddos are at home. If I go home and try to do the review, it's gonna be a madhouse. So I'm gonna sit here in the Jeep, a few minutes. This will be a quick one, I think. So here we go, let's get right into it. Comes in the styrofoam. I was expecting that. It's a breakfast place mostly, so if you come here and get your breakfast to go, you're probably gonna get it in styrofoam. So they continued with that strategy here for their Cubans. Won't hold that against them. Good looking presentation. Comes with fries, little skinny fries. If you know me, I'm a fan. I'm gonna take some of these home for Brooks for lunch, but I'm gonna have a couple right now. Good stuff. Fries, not your typical side for the Cubans, but again, I'm not gonna hold that against them. Not your typical Cuban sandwich place here. They have a lot of other good looking sandwiches as well. I've actually never had a lunch meal here at 43rd Street. I've had a few breakfasts. Very good spot overall. But let's jump into the Cuban. All right, so first of all, you can see straight cut. Come on, you got to do the diagonal, you know that. I don't know why that's a classic. I should probably know that at this point, but you got to cut it diagonally. I think the goal is if you have that diagonal cut, you can guarantee that that first bite is going to have a little bit of all of the ingredients on it, and you're going to get a spectacular first bite. You can't always accomplish that with this, I don't know what you call this, a square bite. And yes, my camera's moving around left and right. I'm going to change it over here, forgive me. Again, Jeep review, what are you going to do? So this is what it looks like. All right, so let's see. The pork looks pretty good. Solid amount of pork on there. Basically one layer of ham. The pickle is inside of the ham, which is interesting. And let me take a little gander at it. Cheese on one side. I thought their menu said salami, but I could be thinking about a separate menu. Actually, now that I look at it, I think one slice of ham, one slice of salami there. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna tell you, this is pretty soggy. There's no crisp here. They did press it, but there's no crisp on the bread. It did say authentic Cubano bread. And it's a good sandwich. Let me cleanse my palate here. Again, I'm very look, you can see the sogginess here. And it doesn't mean it's a bad sandwich. It means it's not quite living up to the Cuban sandwich. The pork is good though. The pork good. You can't really taste the pickles. I'm gonna pull one out. Very thin, which I usually like, but I'm coming around on the thicker pickles, so you can at least taste them. Can't really taste these. Overall, I'll be honest, not great. Pork is good. Sandwich not good. For Cuban. Now again, I've said this on previous reviews. If you blindfolded me and just handed me this and said, "Hey, enjoy this sandwich," I'd probably enjoy it. But knowing what I know about Cuban sandwiches at this point, I won't recommend 43rd Street Deli for a Cuban. Definitely recommend for breakfast and maybe some other things. I'll have to come back and try some of their other sandwiches. I'm gonna give this let me take one more bite. One more bite. I'm gonna get a 5.9. Sorry, 43rd, I hate to do it. Not a great score, but do recommend this place for breakfast and other food things, just not for the Cuban. So 5.9, one more bite. Let me make sure. 5.9, just not a great Cuban. What are you gonna do? That's the score. 5-9, 43rd Street Deli, Gainesville, Florida, northwest location. Maybe we'll have to try their south location and see if they do it any better. 5-9, that's the score. We'll see it.